the desert doesn't forgive. Its golden dunes stretch endlessly, a sea of silence broken only by the whisper of shifting sands. Beneath a blazing sun, a lone figure moves with deliberate precision, each step a battle against the elements. How does one survive in a place that seems designed to erase all traces of life? This is not just a test of endurance, it's a masterclass in adaptation, a dance between human ingenuity and nature's raw power. The nomad's silhouette cuts a stark contrast against the horizon, a beacon of resilience in a world that demands everything and gives nothing. Every grain of sand tells a story of ancient winds, of centuries-old secrets carved into the earth. What drives someone to call this unforgiving expanse home? The answer lies not in the harshness of the desert, but in the extraordinary ways humans have learned to thrive within it. Look closer, and you'll see the signs of survival, the faint tracks left behind, the careful rationing of water, the knowledge passed down through generations. This is a place where time stands still, yet every second counts. The nomad's journey is a testament to the human spirit, a reminder that even in the most hostile environments, life finds a way. The desert is both a killer and a teacher, its lessons etched into the very fabric of those who dare to traverse it. What can we learn from those who've mastered its challenges? How does one transform isolation into opportunity, scarcity into abundance? The answers lie in the whispering sands, waiting to be uncovered by those willing to listen. This is not just a tale of survival, it's a story of triumph. A story that begins with a single step across an endless expanse, where every decision carries the weight of life and death. The nomad's journey is a mirror to our own struggles, a reminder that even in the face of overwhelming odds, we are capable of extraordinary resilience. Imagine a world where the sun burns hotter than fire, where the ground cracks like shattered glass, and water is more precious than gold. This is the desert, a place that defies life itself. Yet, for centuries, desert nomads have not only survived here but thrived. How is this possible? What secrets do they hold that allow them to conquer the impossible? The answer lies in their mastery of survival, a symphony of wisdom, adaptation, and resilience passed down through generations. Their story is not just about endurance, it's about thriving in a world that seems designed to destroy them. The desert is a merciless teacher, but the nomads are its most attentive students. They've learned to read the whispers of the wind, the patterns of the stars, and the subtle signs of life hidden in the sands. Every dune, every gust, every shadow tells a story. They've turned scarcity into abundance, transforming the barren landscape into a source of life. Their survival is not just physical, it's a profound connection to the land, a dance with nature that defies logic and inspires awe. But how do they do it? How do they find water in a place where rain is a fleeting dream? How do they navigate endless seas of sand without losing their way? The nomad's strategies are as ingenious as they are ancient. They've perfected the art of water conservation, using every drop with precision. They've crafted shelters that defy the heat, harnessing the desert's own elements to create comfort. Their knowledge of the stars guides them like a celestial map, ensuring they never lose their path. Yet, survival isn't just about tactics, it's about philosophy. The nomads live by a code of adaptability, embracing change as their greatest ally. They move with the seasons, follow the rhythms of the land, and respect the delicate balance of their environment. Their lives are a testament to the power of human ingenuity, a reminder that even in the harshest conditions, life finds a way. Their story is not just one of survival, it's a celebration of humanity's unyielding spirit. In a world that often feels chaotic and uncertain, the nomad's wisdom offers a lesson for us all. They remind us that resilience is not about brute force but about harmony with nature, with ourselves, and with the challenges we face. The desert may be unforgiving, but it is also a canvas, and the nomads are its artists. Their survival is a masterpiece, painted with the colors of courage, creativity, and an unbreakable bond with the earth. This is their legacy, a whispered secret carried on the wind, waiting for those who dare to listen. Imagine a time when the vast, unforgiving deserts of the world were not barren wastelands, but thriving highways of human ingenuity. Long before the rise of empires, before the written word, nomadic cultures carved out their existence in these harsh environments. How did they do it? What drove them to adapt, to thrive, to survive against all odds? The answers lie buried in the sands of time, waiting to be uncovered. These nomads were not aimless wanderers, they were masters of their domain, guided by an intimate knowledge of the land, the stars, and the rhythms of nature. Their story begins not in the shadows of civilization, but at its very dawn. The deserts were not obstacles, they were opportunities. And the nomads seized them with unparalleled skill. From the Arabian Peninsula to the Sahara, from the Gobi to the Sonoran, these cultures emerged as pioneers of survival, innovation, and resilience. But their journey was not a straight path, it was a complex tapestry woven over millennia. The origins of desert nomadism stretch back to the Neolithic era, when early humans began to shift from hunter-gatherer lifestyles to more mobile forms of subsistence. This transformation was not a choice, it was a necessity. As climates shifted and resources became scarce, these early peoples adapted or perished. What emerged was a way of life that would endure for thousands of years, a life on the move, dictated by the seasons, the migration of animals, and the availability of water. These nomads were not just survivors, they were innovators. They developed ingenious methods to navigate the desert, from the use of celestial navigation to the creation of intricate water capture systems. They domesticated animals like camels, goats, and sheep, turning them into partners in their journey. They crafted tools, weapons, and shelters from the limited materials available, displaying a resourcefulness that still inspires awe today. But their greatest innovation was their culture, a culture born of necessity, shaped by hardship, and refined by countless generations. The rise of nomadic cultures was not an isolated phenomenon, it was a global one. Across continents, in deserts separated by thousands of miles, similar patterns emerged. The Bedouins of Arabia, the Tuareg of the Sahara, the Mongols of the Gobi, each group developed its own unique traditions, yet all shared a common bond, a deep connection to the land and a relentless drive to survive. These cultures did not exist in isolation, they traded, fought, and interacted with settled societies, shaping the course of history in ways we are only beginning to understand. Their legacy is not just in the artifacts they left behind, but in the lessons they teach us about resilience, adaptability, and the enduring spirit of humanity. So, as we stand on the edge of these ancient deserts, let us ask ourselves, what can we learn from these whispering sands? What secrets do they hold, and what stories do they tell? The answers are there, waiting for us to listen. The nomads of the desert were not just survivors, they were storytellers, innovators, and masters of their world. And their story is far from over. Imagine a landscape so vast, so unforgiving, that water becomes not just a resource, it becomes life itself. For desert nomads, survival hinges on one critical skill, mastering the art of water conservation. But how do they find water in a sea of sand? How do they store it when the sun blazes relentlessly? And how do they ration it to last weeks, even months, in the harshest conditions on Earth? How do you find your way when the horizon is an endless sea of sand, and the landmarks are swallowed by the shifting dunes? The desert nomads have mastered this art, turning the barren expanse into a map etched in their minds. Their secret? A profound understanding of the natural world, stars, winds, and even the behavior of animals, become their compass, their guide, their lifeline. This is navigational mastery at its most primal and profound. Imagine standing beneath a canopy of stars so vast it feels like the sky is pressing down on you. To the untrained eye, it's chaos. But to the nomads, it's a celestial roadmap. They read the constellations like a sailor reads the waves, using the North Star as their anchor and the Milky Way as their highway. The stars don't just tell them where to go, they tell them when to move, when to rest, and even when danger is near. But the stars are only part of the story. The wind, that relentless force that sculpts the dunes into shifting sculptures, carries its own secrets. Nomads can read the patterns in the sand, discerning the direction and strength of the wind. They know that a steady breeze from the east means water might be near, while a sudden gust from the west warns of a storm brewing. The wind becomes their ally, whispering clues across the desert floor. And then there are the animals, silent messengers of the desert. A flock of birds flying low might signal an oasis nearby. A lizard scurrying into the shade could mean the sun is reaching its peak. Nomads observe these subtle cues with a precision that borders on intuition. They don't just survive the desert, they converse with it, learning its language and deciphering its mysteries. This isn't just navigation, it's symbiosis. The desert gives, and the nomads listen. In a world where GPS and maps fail, where technology falters under the scorching sun, these ancient techniques endure. They are a testament to human ingenuity, to the unbreakable bond between people and the land. So, the next time you feel lost, remember the nomads. Look to the stars, feel the wind, and listen to the whispers of the earth. The desert isn't empty, it's alive. In the endless expanse of the desert, where survival hinges on the thinnest margins, the nomads have perfected an art far greater than endurance, the art of community. How do they thrive where others perish? The answer lies not in individual strength, but in the intricate web of social systems woven across the sands. These networks are the lifeblood of survival, stretching across vast distances, connecting tribes, and ensuring that no one is left to face the desert alone. Cooperation isn't just a choice here, it's a necessity. But how does this system work? And what makes it so resilient? Let's dive into the heart of these ancient trade routes and communal bonds that have stood the test of time. The desert is unforgiving, but the nomads' unity is unyielding. Their trade networks are not just about exchanging goods, they are about exchanging trust, knowledge, and hope. Caravans crisscross the dunes, carrying everything from water to salt, from spices to stories. Each exchange is a lifeline, a reminder that survival is a collective effort. But it's not just about the physical goods, it's about the relationships forged under the scorching sun. These connections are the true currency of the desert. Imagine a lone trader navigating the dunes, knowing that at every oasis, a network of allies awaits. These hubs are more than just rest stops, they are centers of collaboration, where news is shared, alliances are strengthened, and resources are pooled. The nomads' ability to adapt and innovate within these networks is astonishing. They know that isolation is death, but unity is life. So, what holds this fragile system together? The answer is simple yet profound: reciprocity. Every gift, every trade, every act of generosity is a promise that when the sands shift and the winds change, the community will remain steadfast. This is the whispering truth of the desert. Survival is not a solo journey, it's a shared triumph. In the heart of the Sahara, where the sun scorches the earth and the winds carve dunes into towering sculptures, the Tuareg people thrive. Known as the blue men of the desert for their indigo robes, they are masters of survival in one of the harshest environments on the planet. How do they do it? The answer lies in centuries of tradition, an intimate knowledge of the land, and an unbreakable bond with their camels. These nomadic warriors have turned barren sands into a lifeline, proving that even the most desolate places can sustain life. Their story is not just about survival, it's about resilience, adaptation, and the art of living in harmony with nature. What secrets do they hold that allow them to flourish where others would perish? Let's dive into their world. Every morning, as the first rays of sunlight kiss the horizon, the Tuareg begin their day with purpose. Their camels, the lifeblood of their existence, are tended to with care. These animals are more than beasts of burden, they are companions, navigators, and providers. The Tuareg rely on their camels for milk, transportation, and even shelter. But their relationship goes deeper. Camels are their guides across the endless dunes, able to sense water sources miles away. How have the Tuareg perfected this symbiotic relationship over generations? It's a testament to their patience, respect, and understanding of the desert's rhythms. Survival in the Sahara demands more than physical endurance, it requires ingenuity. The Tuareg have honed their skills to extract life from the unforgiving landscape. They craft intricate tents from goat hair, designed to withstand the heat of day and the chill of night. Their diet, though simple, is meticulously balanced. Dates, millet, and camel milk provide sustenance without waste. And then there's water. In a place where every drop is precious, the Tuareg have developed methods to locate hidden oases and extract moisture from plants. How have they turned scarcity into abundance? Their resourcefulness is nothing short of extraordinary. But the Tuareg's way of life is more than just survival, it's a celebration of culture. Their music, poetry, and craftsmanship tell stories of their ancestors and their connection to the desert. Silver jewelry, passed down through generations, carries symbols of protection and identity. Even their language, Tamashek, is a melody that echoes across the sands. Why do they cling to these traditions in a world that's rapidly changing? Because for the Tuareg, identity is as vital as water.